Hello, good morning, everybody. My name is Alexander. Today is the 10th of October 2022, and this is my chat breakdown for today. A little recap from last week. From Friday, we had this market here, US 30. I said I would only be a buyer if I see a bullish close back into this level, but I was expecting a drop. We got that drop here. So as of this moment, it is in some type of higher low. It is in some type of higher low, but that higher low might hold and give us some type of lower high. Why did I say that? Because on the daily time frame, this level did not break. This level here did not break, and as such, we might see a retest of that level. The market might come back to retest this level before dropping down, or it will just continue going up. Looking at the weekly, we see a lot of buyers exhaustion. The market might want to go back up to fill this week, or this is just some type of 1, 2, 3 potential candle that will make this week's candle close bearish, and that would be a resumption of the bearish push. So, but before then, we might see a higher low where the market will push up to maybe fill the week and fail to break this high here and then drop back down on the long run. So for now, what do we want to see? We want to see how this market will hold. If we go on H1, we would see some type of pause in the market. This pause in the market is signifying that the market wants to take a breathe, a briefer or a breath or whatever English they used to speak. The market just wants to wait, get a lot of orders first before it makes a decision if it wants to push back up or continue down. But as of now, the market is taking a pause. So we might have a trend line drawn from here to here and expecting to see the market make a bounce or a break from this level. This trend line is not valid yet. This trend line is not valid yet until we see some type of push before we would know if that point is valid. Before we can be a buyer, we would want to see this level get taken out. And what does that look like exactly? We want to see a bullish close above this level before we say this trend line is valid and this is a valid point of higher low. We might want to see the market push higher. If not, this market still has a lot of room to go downwards. AUD USD was around here that Friday. Was around here where I said I saw this sexy candle. All I want to see is a bullish candle close above here, then I'll be a buyer. Another thing happened on the lower time frame when I said if this candle closed bearish, we could have a sell with our stop loss just above that level. You can see that the sell worked out because this closed bearish. We had a 1, 2, 3 setup. The market pushed up for a lower high, failed to break that high, got a very solid bearish candle with little or no wick below it with a lot of buyers exhaustion. You see the market come back into that level and I got my sell entry into that. Now, what do we want to see? The market might want to test this point here, which is like 100 pip from my entry. The market might want to test here. Because all these points here looks bearish, so the market might want to test here. If not, it will just reject off this area and push back up. If we go on the daily time frame, we see series of bearish candles, and it's saying that the market is heavily bearish. So the market might get here and continue pushing bearish, or it will get to that point and reject from that level and give us some type of retest of this broken level. You see, this level is broken now. We have a bearish close and another bearish close. So we might get a retest of that level before a continuation to the downside. Going on the weekly, we see a lot of buyers exhaustion, saying that the sellers are heavy in this market. So we might see more bearish push in this market. The only way to be buyers in this market, confirmed buyers, will be a break of this level here. But before then, the market might be consolidating, give us some type of consolidation and show us reasons as to take a buy. As of now, there really isn't any reason to take a buy as of now. If you are looking to take a buy, you have to wait a little bit and see what the market wants to paint first before you decide what you want to do. But as of now, the market is bearish, but it might get some type of retracement, a rejection from this point here. So that is that. USD CHF was painting this that I said I want to see a break of either level. We did not get the break of the low, but we got some type of abandoned weak setup. Let me take this out. So you remember I drew this and I said on lower time frame that shows some type of structure. We got higher low, higher low, higher low, but on the upside we got lower high, and lower high. We got that abandoned weak setup with a lot of sellers exhaustion with little or no wick up top that closed bullish. A spike below the whole consolidation area and closing bullish, abandoned weak. Then I got my entry with a retest of that, with a retest of the broken point. And you could see it fed nicely. I got in and I had a 30p stop loss. And the NFP and unemployment rate helped me last week, and it further pushed my trade to TP. What are we looking at this week? This week we have this level here. We have this level of exhaustion here where the market is staying, is currently at. The market is currently giving some type of lower highs, but we might just see that break of this level and a further push upward, or we will just get a rejection from this level. If we don't get a break of that level, we get a rejection. And if that rejection happens, then it means we might want to push the market low back to this point or a retest of this trend line. We'll take it as it comes. We'll take it as it comes. For now, we want to see a retest of this trend line first before going back down. If not, a break of this level, a retest, and it will continue pushing higher and higher. A lot of news are coming out this week. We have the PPI and FOMC minutes this week on Wednesday. We have CPI and unemployment claims on Thursday, and we have retail sales on Friday. The major thing would be the CPI on Thursday, which is inflation rate. So do keep an eye on the inflation rates from the US dollar on Thursday by 1:30 p.m. So in case you have an entry or you have an open trade, try to know what you are doing before then, if you would want to close the trade and wait for CPI, or you hold the trade into the CPI. Then BTC, I said I was waiting for, I wanted a retest of this level. We did not get that. I wanted a break of this level. We did not get that. What I now said was we might see the market retest this trend line, this counter trend line painting. We have seen that retest of the counter trend line. Now we have a decision to make. If today's candle, if we see some type of bullish close above 19,500, 19,600, then we might be bulls to at least 2,600 or higher. If not, and we get a break of this counter trend line, then it might be the resumption of the bearish push to the low, to the downside. So if we got something like this, if we got a bearish close below this level, that means the bears are back into the market. And that means we might want to keep pushing the markets lower. If not, we will get a rejection and they might want to push the market higher. Going on the weekly time frame, what we see is a lot of exhaustion on the buy side. So it might just give us buyer's exhaustion, who knows? A lot of buyer's exhaustion and a bearish close, and we would see that resumption to $10,000 or $12,000. If we don't see that bearish close, that bearish presence, then it will be a rejection. A bullish close above 19,500 or 19,600, then we are up. If not, we are down. ETH stuck in a consolidation. So I don't know, I might take out ETH because of this extended period of consolidation. But if we get a bearish close below this level, then it might signify the selling pressure. We have this level where the market might bounce off of. We have, but the main level is this. If we get a break, because what we have now is a break of structure, here. We have a retest, a lower high. If we get a break of this trend line, the break of the counter trend line, then we are bearish. Simple as that. That's all for the chat breakdown. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This one ran into 15 minutes because it's Monday. We want to see how this week we fare. So that's all for it. And ask your questions, drop a comment, share it with your friend, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and goodbye.